Tampa Bay Bucks Super Bowl 55 champ Shaq Barrett coming at you live for NSPN NexGen Sports. Go like and follow NSPN for total coverage of all team and combat sports, live shows, plus exclusive player interviews and unprecedented sports content creation.
Medical marijuana made easy. See if you pre-qualify for your Florida medical marijuana card free of charge, 100% risk, obligation, and judgment-free with Fast Track Cannabis Clinics of America. You're talking Tampa Bay's #1 choice for compassionate care with business professionals. Discreetly begin your road to relief by dialing 813-358-CARD or visit www.mycannabiscard.com. That's 813-358-2273. And make sure to tell them that Al Keck sent you for $30 off new patient enrollment. Ask about military and senior discounts. Fast Track Cannabis Clinics of America. Launch or scale your brand or business with Guerrilla Marketing Inc. and digitally dominate the competition. Right now, get a small business starter package. You're talking a custom logo, toll-free vanity number, equipped with a digital directory, 5-page website, and matching media page for $1,299. That's a $3,000 value. Visit GuerrillaMarketingInc.com or call 813-358-2273 to get started. With uncertainty at an all-time high, securing what matters most has never been more important for your home or your office. Prevent disaster and make life easier. Try a security and home automation system from Alarm Engineers, Inc., Tampa's trusted leader for more than 30 years. State-of-the-art security systems, award-winning monitoring, and now full-spectrum smart home solutions. Alarm Engineers, Inc. has everything your home and office could possibly need and will work with any budget. Book a free security or smart home consultation today. Call 813-948-4000. That's 813-948-4000 and get your first month free by telling them Al Keck sent you. Alarm Engineers, Inc. Sports media has evolved. Introducing NSPN, NexGen Sports, your #1 choice for total coverage of all team and combat sports. Up-to-the-minute breaking news, live shows with special guests, and unprecedented interactive sports content. Go like and follow NSPN NexGen Sports on Facebook for your chance to win an authentic, autographed Shaq Barrett Bucks jersey. That's valued at more than $1,000. Do it today. The winner will be picked live on May 18th on our NSPN NexGen Sports Facebook page. NexGen Sports.
Oh, yeah. I couldn't wait to get on here today. Alex Fleming and I have been going back and forth talking about NBA and all types of issues. We just couldn't wait to get back here on the mic because, I just do a lot of rambling, but Alex spits the flamethrower. And today we're going to have on Alex the Flamethrower Fleming. But first, let me get the preliminaries out the way. I'm Blake Anthony, and this is Sports Talk 49. Another edition during the week. Can't wait to get back to football. And speaking, I can't wait to get Alex on because you know what our profession is.
What is your profession?
Alex Fleming. What's going on, brother?
How you doing, my brother? I had nightmares. That I was the rim, and in order to save my life, Ben Simmons had to make a free throw. I kept dying, bro.
What was that like? What was that? I guess one of the movies did that. Scary movie. They made fun of it. Shaq had to make a free throw to save their life. I think they did that. But Shaq has officially been exonerated from that. Ben Simmons has officially took that to new heights, being the first and only point guard to be Hacker Simmons, whatever you want to call it. You know what? Before we get into that, I got to play a video real quick, and then we'll jump right into that because I don't do any justice like this video does. Check this out.
Doc, you think Ben Simmons can still be a point guard for a championship team like the one you guys want to become?
Yeah, David, I don't know that question or the answer to that right now. So I don't know the answer to that.
Cleared out for him. Down his way in. Spins on Gallinari. Gives it up. Oh, he was right there. And a foul as Thibault goes to the basket. Boy, Simmons, uncontested, had a layup, but he leaves it for Thibault, who makes something out of it and is headed to the line.
Well, but that's when you know that the game is in your head. That's a dunk for Ben Simmons right there.
Lay that up.
What are you doing? Man, come on, man, finish it. Bro, what are you doing, bro?
Why didn't you just lay it up?
You gotta let him catch the dime to finish.
But you could have just laid it up.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Why did you pass it?
Oh, yeah. Come on, be ready. We gotta be ready for that.
What are you doing?
Bro. It's just me versus the world out here.
Just put
Sorry,
it up.
I'm just saying, bro. You right there open.
Bro.
Get the pass, put it up.
You were
That's all
open.
you gotta
What
do.
are you talking about? You could have just
That's
laid
all
it
you gotta
up.
do.
Oh, why are you playing like this?
All these doms.
Hey, here you go. Yeah, let it out. Come on. Stop it. Bro, stop laying it up.
Hey, you open.
Man, come on, man.
Ben Simmons, you crumb bum piece of shit. A waste of fucking money. You got 5 points. You's a fucking bum. Get the fuck out of my city, you piece of shit.
Shut up.
Fuck you, pussy. Fuck Ben Simmons. And fuck that little bitch ass motherfucker back there too. Ass Ben Simmons. You fucking crumb bum. Get Ben Simmons the fuck out of my city. I don't want to see him. Get him the fuck out of here. You fucking bum. 5 points? Kevin Huerter outscored you? Who the fuck is Kevin Huerter? Yo, man, listen. If Ben Simmons on his team next year, it's going to be a fucking problem. Fuck this motherfucker. Fuck this motherfucker, Ben Simmons. Fuck Ben Simmons. Fuck this motherfucker, man. Get the fuck out of here.
Well, Alex, you want to take off?
How the hell can you be a guard in the NBA and shoot 34% from the free throw line? That's number one. Number two, the stats don't lie. You've taken a total of 3 shots in the fourth quarter because you're scared to shoot. How many guards do you know that are scared to shoot? Bro, Russell Westbrook, volume shooter. Bradley Beal, volume shooter. John Stockton, not scared to shoot. Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson. I can go on for hours. You're a guard that's scared to shoot.
They shooting. Oh, made you look.
Okay. All right. That's problem number one. Problem number two. This isn't just 1 year, bro. This isn't just all of a sudden a mental block. He's been like this his entire career. You're not going to make it in Philly. And Trick Daddy was right. You need to get the hell out of Philly. You're not going to make it in that city. Because once somebody finds you, your yellow buck gonna be in trouble. He needs to go to a team where he could be defensive oriented and a distributor. I mean, Luka could use some extra defense. Golden State could use some defense. He'd fit right in with the Cleveland Browns. I mean, Cleveland Cavaliers. My bad. Yeah, because they both need some defense. But yeah, no. As far as I'm concerned, Ben Simmons, you're like you're as bad as Michael Sam. Only you made the cut.
I like how you segue in that to the Carl Nassib combo later, but we'll stick on Simmons for now. Absolutely. I think you hit on points. I'm a guy who moved down here from Philadelphia, so I know exactly what these fans are like, what they think, and what you saw in that video is just a small piece. Yeah, it was a bit graphic, but that's Philly. That's Philly. That's the passion that you get out of these guys. And when you put on a performance like that, and as you beautifully stated earlier, you're a point guard that's scared to shoot. I know that parody video was just making fun of him, but that's kind of like what you see on the court. He don't want to shoot because he doesn't want to be held accountable for missing a shot or whatever it is. But you're making on the plus side of $30 million. You and Embiid and Tobias Harris are making $30 million a piece, almost making over $100 million in salary on the total roster, and you're scared to take a damn shot. Ben Simmons, to me, is the chocolate and the NBA version of Carson Wentz. You got paid and you couldn't perform in a city that demands perfection. Alex, you got something to add to that?
I would even compare him to Carson Wentz because before Carson got hurt, he at least would throw the ball down the field and take chances. You see, this is why I have more respect for Carson Wentz than I do Ben Simmons. Carson Wentz may get broken, he may get hurt, but he'll keep trying. He'll come back. Ben Simmons been a bum. Shouldn't have won Rookie of the Year and has no business making a multi-max contract. Him, Tobias Harris, and Joel Embiid take up $90+ million on a $120 million payroll. So 3 players are making 90% of what the team is worth. That's why you have no role players. And then you got this bum who won't even shoot the basketball, making what, $33 million a year?
$33 million a year. 5 points, baby.
Bro, I'm done. Because that hurts my feelings. Think about all the people you could feed. Think about all the homeless shelters you could build with those bricks that he's throwing with $33 million a year.
And then acting like you don't care, but let's just tell the story from the beginning if you're going to talk about Ben Simmons, because the truth hurts sometimes.
You can't handle the truth.
Well, me and Alex do. Let's start from LSU. You knew his work ethic was not superstar talent level when you couldn't take a LSU team anywhere after telling everybody you really didn't care about college. You were there to go to the NBA.
Basketball. Yeah.
So you had no interest in bettering your game, at least if that's all you cared about at that time, which that's your business and your life, if that's what you choose to do. So you would come into the league struggling to shoot, as you said before. Him having issues to shoot is nothing new. If you follow basketball and you've watched Ben Simmons since he's been on the Philadelphia 76ers, this isn't new. It's just the new heights. And that he set himself up to be criticized even more because you want to be called an elite shooter. You want to be called elite. It's like I said on my Instagram earlier. Folks love to be called superstars and bosses, but you ain't willing to do willing to sacrifice what it takes to be those titles. And you're that guy, Ben Simmons. You like that label, but you ain't working up to that title. Chris Paul's a guy who's been crapped on by a lot of people, thought he was washed up and all this, comes over to Phoenix team and turns them around, and they got an opportunity to play in the NBA Finals. And you're a guy that's been on this team, a veteran on that team, for a while now, and and then they're talking about trading him. Who's going to trade after seeing that? Who wants to take $33 million contract for that performance? You might as well take Kwame Brown. They averaging the same points.
You had to throw in Kwame, huh?
I might as well, because he makes some solid points. And so you got to make a $33 million, and this is superstar. and can't and is scared to shoot.
Well, Shaquille O'Neal did say that if you could average 11 points and around 10 rebounds, you can get paid $22 million a year. He was taking a shot at Rudy Gobert. But you know what? Nobody taking a shot at Rudy Gobert now, thanks to Ben Simmons. I mean, it's like, if you think it gets worse, wait, there's more.
There's more. Ben Simmons, your Philly rights have been officially revoked. I hope your bags are packed, because you won't be there long. And especially if I know Doc Rivers after all these years watching the NBA, and he can't even defend you on that, that's it. He don't want no sheep on his team. He wants wolves. He wants dogs. He wants lions, not pussycats. So you're different.
After just leaving the Clippers to go to Philly and deal with this, Josh Smith said it best. When you do wrong, wrong comes back to you. And karma done bit Doc Rivers in the ass. When you don't treat brothers right, and now you can't get out of the second round, something's up, Doc. Maybe you got to do right, Doc. Maybe, just maybe, Philly was the spot for you to make your amends on how you've treated a lot of players in the NBA. But yeah, if you don't want to lose Embiid and you don't want to lose the soul of Philly because you just got there, Ben Simmons got to go.
He's got to go. You heard the fans, how upset they were. Doesn't surprise me. I know my buddy, Eric Wilson, is a Philly fan. I'm sure he'll come out of hiding sooner or later and talk about this, because you're going to have to. But I feel his Philly rights are officially revoked. So the clock is ticking on Ben Simmons. Just who's going to be the sucker that takes on Ben Simmons' contract and wants to make him their premier player on their team? We're all anxiously waiting to see this disaster. I'm still upset that Kemba Walker got traded out to OKC. That's another conversation there. But we'll see what's going to happen with Ben Simmons. The clock is ticking. Any final thoughts on Ben Simmons when we move to the next thing, Alex?
Let's pray for the soul of Ben Simmons. Let's hope that in the next 2 years he develops a jumper so he could be the player that he can be. Because if not, he could be potentially the biggest bust in NBA history. Now, LeBron didn't have a jumper when he first came into the league. Magic Johnson didn't have a jumper when he first came into the league. But by year 4 or 5, they figured it out. This is going to be year 5-6 for Ben Simmons. Let's pray for the soul of this bitch.
Yep, he's going to need it. He's been in the league far too long and want to ride the coattails of a superstar label. And after that, man, that takes a huge hit for your career and way people see you. It's ridiculous, and it's just so funny. So funny that just earlier this year, nobody wanted to vote. His name slipped my mind. Superstar out in Phoenix, Alex, but Chris Paul,
Devin Booker.
People didn't want to vote him into the All-Star game and all that. And here this guy is, games away from going to NBA Finals, and you saw guys like Ben Simmons ahead of him. So it's just funny how things turn out like that. And speaking of things turn out, let's move into Carl Nassib. He put this message here on social media. Give me 1 second. Take this down and pop this up.
What's up, people? I'm Carl Nassib. I'm at my house here in Westchester, Pennsylvania. Just want to take a quick moment to say that I'm gay. I've been meaning to do this for a while now, but I finally feel comfortable enough to get it off my chest. I really have the best life. I got the best family, friends, and job a guy could ask for. I'm a pretty private person, so I hope you guys know that I'm really not doing this for attention. I just think that representation and visibility are so important. I actually hope that one day videos like this and the whole coming out process are just not necessary. But until then, I'm going to do my best and do my part to cultivate a culture that's accepting, that's compassionate. And I'm going to start by donating $100,000 to the Trevor Project. They're an incredible organization. They're the #1 suicide prevention service for LGBTQ youth in America. And they're truly doing incredible things. And I'm very excited to be a part of it, to help in any way that I can. And I'm really pumped to see what the future holds. That's all I have for you guys. I hope you have a great day. Work hard.
Well, first, before we even talk about this issue, Why is the first thing they always got to say is I wanted to get this off of my chest? I don't know why everybody says that the first thing they say want to get off their chest. And it just seems like there's a lot of stuff. He's in Pennsylvania. That wasn't planned out. He's in West Pennsylvania. And we're talking about Ben Simmons earlier coming out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. But Carl Nassib, former Buccaneer, current Las Vegas Raider, former Cleveland Brown, brother of Ryan Nassib, who used to play quarterback for the Giants, which a lot of people probably didn't know that. Syracuse boys. Your thoughts on this whole thing, Alex?
Do you remember this thing called the Donkey of the Day?
Oh, yeah, by your boy that's under fire right now from Kwame Brown, Charlemagne the God, huh?
Eehaw, eehaw, eehaw. Okay.
Oh, Lord.
Let me get some things off my chest. You are not the first openly gay player to play in the NFL. You're the first openly gay white player to play in the NFL.
Well, they use the word active. That's the word they're using.
Active, yeah, active. You notice how they use words when it benefits their means? First, active gay NFL players. Ask Sherwin Williams. He was gay too, back in the day. Dallas Cowboys. For those who don't know, that's just a little bit of knowledge up here. I don't give a damn who you sleep with. I don't give a damn what your sexual preference is. Can you produce on the field? And ironically, you can produce because you found a home in Vegas. Cleveland cut you because they didn't know how good you were. And then Tampa cut you after they found out that you were a talent. Now we know why. Don't ask for attention and then seek attention. I'm not doing this for attention. Then why are you coming out? Why are you letting everybody know you're not doing this for attention? Now, Nassib's a good dude, so I ain't going to go all full range scale on you, but I wonder how his teammates in the locker room feel. I wonder how quarterbacks are going to feel if you do get that sack, if they're going to push you off a little bit faster. It's not homophobic. Maybe you're just heterophobic because there's got to be unity in the locker room. And no, I'm not insecure. Blake, you're not insecure. And I'm sure about 80% of the NFL players aren't insecure. But when you go seeking attention, that's how people get hurt. Carl Nassib, I wish you nothing but luck in the future. And I hope you stay the good player that you are. But you know what? There's no need for a thirst post. And I really don't give a damn.
It's true. I mean, he even said it himself. He said he hopes in the future that you don't have to make these posts. Well, maybe you should have been the example to not do it. Like, I'm not even like I said, I'm not even trying to be funny about it. Hey, I'm not even trying to be funny about it, but maybe you should have just went out and shown your support, and then people would have figured it out. Oh, he's donating to LGBTQ suicide prevention thing. They'll kind of figure out, oh, he's gay. Okay, so that's cool. He's going out doing that. To go on social media. And nobody was really talking about it in the league. Nothing's going on right now. Just to figure the time to do that. I mean, if that's what you feel they need to do, then so be it. Only reason I'm just saying this is you set yourself up for controversy. And I just seen the league do people wrong when they do the right things. Like you said, Michael Sam, you saw how that worked. Michael Sam was easily a first or a second round pick. You're never going to change my mind on that opinion. He left. He led all rookies in preseason in sacks. Yep. Led all rookies in sacks in the preseason. Was talent was not the issue. The league pretended to be ready for an openly gay player, and it clearly was not. It was all for show. That's why the poor guy couldn't find a job. Had mental issues, went to the Canadian League, and pretty much washed out. And I don't think anybody's really talked to him since then to find out what happened. That would be interesting for somebody to talk about that. Especially after Carl Nassib coming out. You gonna say something, Alex?
I was gonna say, don't be shocked if not this year, but next year, the Raiders trade Carl Nassib to the Tennessee Titans, so that way he could really tighten up.
Oh, Lord of mercy, Alex! He giving all the flame today.
Tighten up.
Tighten up. I said, but I wouldn't be surprised. Like you said. I don't know how the players are going to react. Did they know? Did they not know? Who knows? Who knows what actually is going to happen on the Las Vegas Raiders roster with this openly gay, message on IG. And I wouldn't, like I say, it wouldn't shock me to see him get released and they use the salary cap issue as an excuse, or wasn't producing, or whatever type of excuse, and they move him somewhere else. Because it's just shown in the league when people come out in any form, not just sexuality, social justice, it doesn't turn out well for you in the NFL. They pretend really good that they support you, but they don't support you. The players might support what you're doing. It's just history has shown that. And I just think Carl Nassib has put a a target on his back doing this.
Well, you have to understand that even though it's better now than it was back then, the league is still ran by old white men, conservative old white men. Okay, and even
they
though
might not be open to this.
Exactly, Christmas is a pagan holiday where men would give other men gifts, Solarad and things like that, Sodom and Gomorrah. But that doesn't mean they want to celebrate it on and off the field. And now, are we going to have different, considerations for Carl Nassib when somebody has some hate speech? Now that we're going to have fans back in the stands, I really don't think he thought this 1,000% through, or thought about his teammates whenever he decided to say, "Hey, say it loud and proud." But good for him. I'm glad he stayed true to himself. Now, I got the Vegas Raiders going 5-12.
Like that? Seriously, you put it down. You think it's going to take a big hit as far as the team morale in Vegas?
Bro, I had them going 6-11 anyway. Now I think they lose another game.
It's going to be interesting to definitely see how they react to that. Like, I don't know. It's you got Chidi. Before we got out of here, because I know you got to run soon or something else. I want to mention Chidi Ahanotu, former Buccaneer defensive tackle, has been openly talking about that on Facebook currently, and I'll actually read a quote exactly from him about this. This is quote from Chidi Ahanotu, not me. Oh, these gay male athletes just look just like looking at naked men and having sex with naked men, but not with naked men they share an NFL locker room and shower with. ... Okay, got it. Puts another post trying to tell me I should have no problem undressing naked and showering naked and sharing a locker room naked with a guy who's secretly homosexual, who's attracted to men and enjoys looking at naked men. I love all people, but this ... question mark.
That's how he feels. How are we going to question how another man feels and then say, "Oh, the audacity for saying you should be comfortable for undressing around a gay guy"? You can't and won't have it both ways. You can't and won't. And I don't blame Chidi Ahanotu. But then again, he's a Tampa Bay Buccaneer. Carl Nassib is a Vegas Raider.
Right.
So is he talking about the idea of gay athletes overall, or is he taking a shot at a former teammate?
Could be. Chidi does do a lot of subliminal messaging, but he's pretty open about how he feels about things. And he did play in a different era, where this wasn't accepted then. So you have to – you're right. You can't be mad at Chidi for saying how he feels about it, because just like everybody says we got to accept that Carl's gay, you have to accept how Chidi feels about the situation. Being a former player in a locker room, and he knows what goes on in locker rooms. You're naked in the showers, you and all that stuff like that. Like I guess he just put himself in that situation and how he would feel about it, because it's his opinion. So he didn't really say anything bad. He just said how he felt. So if you respect Carl Nassib's decision to do that, kind of got to respect Chidi's decision on that as well.
Mr. Anthony, I know one thing for sure. It's still June. Mm-hmm. And July, it's going to heat up, but we need football back desperately.
Absolutely.
We got Frank Carr in his Lamborghini SUV with a semi-automatic Uzi. Really? People taking shots at Tyrann Mathieu because he trash talks, but he's not a good tackler. You got Aaron Rodgers going out in Camp Fields and sleeping with his fiance and his fiance's girlfriend, his fiance's girlfriend's boyfriend. I mean, it's like all this unnecessary stuff that really doesn't matter or pertain to football.
No, it really doesn't.
People mad that Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes are sharing a Madden cover. Bro, back in the day, the Madden cover was a gift and a curse. Everybody bought it because you were on the cover. It was a curse because everybody usually got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And what the hell is Patrick Mahomes doing there? Didn't you lose? Didn't Patrick Mahomes lose?
Not just lose, got destroyed. It wasn't close.
It wasn't close. And people are going to say he was missing offensive linemen. Yeah. Blame that on the Buffalo Bills and blame that on Dr. Tarter for fighting the good fight against COVID. Okay. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers did something unprecedented. They beat not one, not two, but three MVPs. And not one, but two, but three former Super Bowl winners. So any type of hate coming from the NFC South or the AFC South or the AFC West, pump those brakes because they ran a gauntlet. And their easiest competition actually ended up being the toughest competition in the Washington football team.
Who's going to get secretly better with Ron Rivera, and it shouldn't be a shock to anybody if Ron knows how to build a team, and it's going to be defense first. They're going to take a setback this year because the quarterback position is still questionable, even with Fitzpatrick back there. But don't think they're going to stay down long. It's not going to happen. They'll be up within probably 2 or 3 years. They'll be back fighting.
I think they run that division by 2022. I think they draft their quarterback, or they find their quarterback, or they get their quarterback hint in 2022. I'm not going to say Deshaun Watson ends up in Landover, Maryland, but they have the salary cap room. They have to make sure he gets cleared of all these BS or real charges. And I'm thinking this is going to be the last year that the Washington football team doesn't have a quarterback, because Scary Terry McLaurin and Curtis Samuel, they need a real quarterback. And Fitzpatrick, he'll be there half the time. They play 17 games. Are you going to bet on Ryan Fitzpatrick for 17 games?
No. As soon as you put expectation on Fitzpatrick, he always falls back to his former self. When you don't put it on him, that's usually when he plays well. And Fitzpatrick will give you some good games, but to just pack it in and say he's the starter for the entire year, I just don't think Washington's going to do very much on offense. The defense is going to leave them in good situations to win games, but the offense, you're just not going to be able to stop offenses every game, every drive, and their offense is not going to be able to put up enough points. So
that's why versus Buffalo, that defense is going to get worked.
Oh Lord. It's gonna be rough. I mean, unless something crazy happens, injuries. That's why I don't really say much right now, because with the off season and all that stuff happening, anything could happen between now and then. So we'll just see. But yeah, I'm with you on that 2022 about Washington. Alex, I'll get you out of here. I know you got to run. I know you got to head to work, brother. What you want to put out there? What you got going on coming up in the future?
Oh goodness, I got a birthday bash at J&B Sports Bar in 2 weeks. Not this Friday, but next Friday. There's going to be little, portable sandwiches, handheld food, comedy, and music. I got a club that's about to open up that I'm going to endorse. I just became a proud member of NSPN. So yes, I got some things on the horizon. I took a sabbatical, bro. I've been writing for 1.5 years straight. I didn't have a break during COVID. That's why you haven't heard from me in about a month or two. Guess what? It's July. I'm back. Freddie ain't dead, you sweaty bastards. Freddie ain't dead. The Carousel, NBA, and NFL in conjunction with Fantasy and Flavors. That just happens to be me. My girl Megan Price doing big things in the WNBA. She might mess around and make it to Vegas for that All-Star game. Bro, real talk. Say what? Say it again. Tyree, Charles McCray, Anthony Graves, brothers from the Carolina and the East. They work with us on a regular basis. The sports arena. I'll be working with Eric Wilson like usual. Bro, I'll be going back to my roots. Wait a second. There's some lottery balls falling tonight. I think the Orlando Magic is going to get the number 1 or 2 pick in the draft. I don't want to jinx them, but I got that tonight at 9:15. If I could finally get away. Blake Anthony doing big things, bro. Like, Blake, thank you for having me on the show, and just keep spreading the word because you break down film. So I know you get tired of talking about the nonsense that happens when football season isn't coming.
Yeah, you just got to try stuff to talk about pretty much. Look at the rookies' tapes and see how they fit into the system. I did do Kyle Trask, which is fun. I did Jalen Darden, was fun. Did the offensive lineman that they drafted up. Name is slipping my mind. I'm getting old.
But Notre Dame guy? The Notre Dame guy?
Yeah. Hainsey. Yeah, Robert Hainsey. So, yeah, I would break down some videos and stuff like that and look at that. Been doing some Madden simulation seasons with the rookies and see what that looks like right now. We're at week 15 right now. I think they play the Jets next. I think the Bucs have currently 3 losses right now, and we'll see how the yardage all plays out at the end of the season and give a little prediction to see how it turns out. Not know if it is for real or not, but we'll see.
It's funny you mentioned that because the sports arena, we broke it down division by division. I currently have Tampa going 14-3 this year, bro.
Yep. Currently, they have 3 losses. They have the Jets and the Panthers left, so we'll see where they finish. They have 3 losses currently right now.
Rams, Buffalo.
Buffalo they lost to. I was trying to remember. They lost to Washington, and I can't remember the other one. They lost to Buffalo. It was a shootout, too, with Buffalo. They lost to Washington.
Was it the Giants or the Colts?
They beat the Colts. It was a last-minute game. They beat the Colts. As you know, the Colts' defense is pretty good.
Yes.
They're going to be a problem, especially with they got DBs to cover the receivers and the pass rush to get to the quarterback. Ooh, it was. I think it was early in the season. I have to go back. I'll let you know what the other one was, but they're sitting at 3 losses right now.
That's what I predicted this season, 14-3. The Rams game, that damn Bills game, and if we make it past the Giants, the Colts get us because we got to recover.
It might have been the Rams. It could have been the Rams. I know it was earlier in the year when they took that loss. It might have been the Rams. It might be Rams, Washington, and
Buffalo
right now. That might be it. I have to double check it.
Pray for our secondary when they got to cover Stephon Diggs, bro. Bro, if you got to just go ahead and double team his ass, just double team him. Do it. Get it out of the way.
It's either that or you got to try to funnel him to catches on meaningless downs or stuff like that. There's got to be some type. I'm sure Todd Bowles will figure out a way because if you can't stop him, then you're just going to have to shut everybody else down, which is a good plan. Which is a good plan as well. Just let him get his yards and then just focus on everybody else.
Yeah, let him eat and then shut down the run game and everybody else.
Well, shut everybody else down. And then just on 3rd downs, you take him away and then force them to get rid of the ball. You're going to have to get the Allen, of course, because he can extend time with his legs or run. So, yeah, it's going to be an interesting matchup with them.
Well, Mr. Anthony, you know I'm good friends with Mookie Hawkins, and he's ride or die with that team. And by listening into some of these conversations and talking with the coaches myself, they fixed that offensive line, bro. Buffalo will be nothing to play with this year. They are a legitimate contender in the AFC.
Without a doubt. It's funny how all that changes. Tom Brady leads the division and is up for grabs. We'll see what the Jets do. We'll see what the Dolphins do because they've turned that team around, going defense first as well. Got offensive weapons out there now. It's going to be really interesting in the division with the exit of Tom Brady. Finally come out the trash and let some of these other teams kind of start shining out there.
All right, well, Blake, you know what I got to do? I got to go. Florida Sun Review. I'm going to get back to writing. I want to say hello to the Cleveland Browns and the Tennessee Titans. I got something for you. To be continued on the horizon. You know, if I'm going to say this live, you know I'm not playing no games. I got something for all you Cleveland Browns and Tennessee Titan bandwagoners. Besides Carl Nassib's Tighten Up. I got you.
Oh, yeah. So you predicted Carl Nassib going to Tennessee. It's possible. I really don't think he's going to stay in Vegas, especially after coming out, with that, all that. It just never turns out good when players put themselves out there like that, in my opinion, from what I've seen from the league.
Well, I mean, he's a big, strong man. He should back that ass up. Tighten up.
Oh Lord. Leave Juvenile out of this. Leave Juvenile out of this. Let's get out of here, folks. I'm Blake Anthony. This is the great Alex the Flamethrower Fleming. We'll get out of here. We'll catch you guys next time with other news coming up. The next round of the NBA playoffs coming up. I'm sure me and Alex will be talking about that and whatever else news comes. So I'll end this as we always do. You to master everything. What you do with your life, what you do with it is entirely up to you. Thank you guys. God bless. And as always, fire those cannons.